welcome back to episode 5 of the Loveliest Yarn Company blog. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Michelle. I look after the Loveliest Yarn Company and I am delighted to be here with you guys today. So it's been about a month. I'm trying harder. I've done some other videos and things and blogs in the meanwhile, but it has been a month since I've done a vlog post, an official one. I did do one 2 weeks ago about becoming a monogamous knitter. I'm going to follow up on that in this episode. But yeah, we did the last 2 shows of the year. Well, I did the last 2 shows of the year. Did Nottingham in the middle of November and Harrogate a little bit more towards the end. And I have to say it was good to hang up my show kit for the season. We are back at the Olympia in 2019 is our next show. So yeah, it's nice to have some space, although I get a bit lonesome for shows after a while, so I'm sure that by the middle of January I will be raring to go with the next one. So what are we going to do today? So I think I posted a little live video in the middle of, not last week, the week before, about becoming a monogamous knitter. So let's talk about that, because I've been monogamous knitting for 12 whole days, and it's been, I don't know, it's been amazing. Sounds nuts. But anyway, and then I want to talk about just the new yarns I picked up in the last wee while. Yarns two of them are new to me, and one of them is one I have other yarn in. And then I want to talk about what I'm going to cast on next. And then I'm going to talk about what's coming next with some exciting things coming. A little teeny secret that I've been keeping for a little while as well. So that's what we're going to talk about today. So monogamous knitting. So if you want to go back and see it, was a live video, but I put it on YouTube. It's very unedited, but it's like the mini vlog that I've called it, and it just talks about monogamous knitting and how I was going to see how that went. Well, since then I have finished 3 items, and each one of them was finished. Well, one of them needs to be sewn up, finished before the other one. I started knitting the other. Whew, that was it's a big deal, and it's funny because I have to say I hated my way through finishing the first one, but then after that you kind of feel yourself. I don't know if it takes a little bit of the joy out of it. I still haven't decided. And I have the biggest project I've ever knit straight through without casting anything else on in the middle as well. That's actually been cast on Thursday, and I'm casting it off at the moment, and I don't know if I've ever knit a project straight through without picking anything else up in the middle. It's been a moment. Will I keep doing it? I'm not sure. I feel it's weird how you can kind of create an idea in your head, and all of a sudden I feel guilty casting something on. I'm like, that is ridiculous. This is your hobby. But then it keeps you really straight and honest about doing it. Like, it keeps you on this focused path of finishing something. So it's really good in one way, and then it's not great because it kind of takes a little bit of the joy out of just casting on whatever you want. I have finished things. So in my last post I showed you the 4 items I'd finished before, and now I finished, well, one of them still needs sewing up, but it's nearly finished. So I finished my Lush cardigan. This is in John Arbon, and it is glorious. The yarn is beautiful. My tension is terribly tight though. If I was knitting it again, I'd have to go up a needle size for sure, because this is it fits, but it's snug, fairly snug, but beautiful. That yarn is the first time I've knit with the Knit by Numbers in DK before. I'm definitely going to knit my own Kutch blanket pattern in it. It is beautiful to knit with. It feels glorious. It is really beautiful yarn, and this is the Gideon Coo yarn in the DK, which goes really lovely with this. The buttons are absolutely nuts. My sister thinks I've lost my mind, and I kind of have. I need better buttons for it, but I wanted to finish it so that I can just snip those off when I find nice buttons. Hopefully the next time I'm at a show with Textile Garden. But it is absolutely finished. I'm astonished by it. I even finished one of the sleeves in it and then sewed in all the ends before starting the other sleeve. I had no idea who I was. Then there was this, which is actually the first thing that I made when after I cast off the socks. I picked this back up. Now this was the one I hated my way through. The yarn is lovely. It's a really fun colour. The pattern is great. It's the Clem Sweater by Barra Mew. You can see that it still needs to be sewn up. But I was about here on it when I ripped it back out. I had to rip it back out because I had obviously I'd divided too soon for the sleeves. I've never hated my way through something, but I actually think I sulked my way through it, is what I actually did, rather than hated my way through it. Because I was like, oh, I don't want to knit this, I want to be knitting something else. And I was like, you're not 5, you finish it, it's beautiful, it's for somebody, get it done. So that's all finished, just to sew it up. And I need that it's for my sister-in-law, Saskia, and it'll go home with me at Christmas. So it is done. Then a top I thought I'd never resurrect. So I went straight from my Lush cardigan to resurrecting the Tegna. I cannot actually believe that I finished this. It's not finished. It's 2 skeins of my own blue face in the shade of it, which I did for the Tits Out Collective. I still have a little bit of this left. If you're interested, I actually have 5 balls of DK in it that I've never put on the site, that I dyed as a tester on a different base, in actually Illustrious. I used the white in the Illustrious and dyed that. So if you were interested, just drop me a message. I have 500 grams of it. But yeah, that's it. I've not put sleeves on it because I'd have had to break into another skein, and I thought, no, I wasn't going to wear it anyway, to be honest. Did I enjoy it? I don't know if I enjoyed it or not. I don't know if I like the colour in the end. The Tegna's actually, it'll make a lovely top. I might knit it again. Maybe. I like the neck on it, but I'm not entirely sure I would make it again for myself. The fit is, it's too short, I think, for me. I might make a longer one, but the lace in it is really worthwhile, I think. And yes, maybe but that it's finished, which is the main thing. So that's 3 items that I actually finished and didn't cast anything else on. I also finished in some ends of stuff, and it's been very strange. I cast on the little sock in Fairy Lights for the video I did, the time lapse that you'll find on YouTube as well. I cast it on and cast it off straight away, so it was just that didn't really count. And then finally this is the first, so all of those had other things knit during them, so they were parked in the whip drawer. And now in the whip drawer there is the Funkel Mobius, that is my shop knit whip, and I have 2 crochet ones. So I only had, when I got down to the end of the Tegna, I had 1 knitting whip and 2 crochet ones, one of which is a blanket. So that in itself was actually kind of a weird relief to know that you just don't have a whole bunch of stuff waiting to be finished. Then I cast this on, and you're probably thinking, you've knit this exact thing before, and I have, to be honest. I have knit this very shawl 3 times now. It's my 3rd time. I think actually this is, if I'm honest, it's the first time I've knitted correctly. I'll tell you why in a second. I'm halfway through I'm not halfway through. It's a picot bind off and 600 stitches. I'm going to be a little while. It's another slow exposure. This time it's a gift for a lovely cat, a cat bag of domestic kittens who works with Lisa from For the Love of Yarn. So you'll see it here. However, I was reading the pattern correctly last night for the first time. I always run out of yarn on the 10th stripe. I was why is that? It's because it's only supposed to be 9 stripes. You're supposed to do 8 in the same size, and the last one is 7 rows. Not like I was doing 2 sets of the blue. So anyway, it's correct. So this is one of the first projects, and during this, and I don't count the Fairy Light sock, this will be the first thing I've ever cast on and cast off in one go that I haven't knit anything else and parked it and let it lurk around. It's actually been a live whip the whole time. Can you imagine it? Don't know if I'm going to keep going with that. I think for things that you have to knit, it's worked really well. I've been super pleased with myself. I've finished, that's in the last 2 weeks, I suppose I finished nearly 8 things that have just been lurking around, and it's been super. But longer term, who knows? I still have my 5 categories, so I can have one in each category. If you didn't see it, the nutty categories that I like to pick up myself are one for my personal, 1 crochet, 1 design, 1 shop, 1 sock. And at the moment I only have 1 shop, and obviously the one for cat, which is one personal. And I have nothing else in any of the others, which is really strange. But I'm going to I'll see. We'll see how Christmas goes. You can keep an eye on me over Christmas because I'll be posting what I'm knitting. What I am knitting next is this awesome thing. Dun, dun, dun. If you see me looking to the left, it's because I have a new app to see how ridiculous I look while I'm videoing. This is the mini Vole sweater by Sue Strafford. Sue, I think everybody knows Sue. Sue's awesome. But a lot of you will already have seen this. So Sue has an adult version and a mini version of this, and I now have the mini one in stock on the site. It's knit in coop knit socks, yeah. And the reason I am casting it on next is it is for my 13-year-old niece. I know, and it's a bit of a risk because she's quite cool. She's sporty and she plays loads of sports, and she's not really. Knitwear is a fun I want to give 13-year-old girls, but it's super cool and it's been approved by her. So who doesn't want a Vole sweater? So I'm going to do it in the navy colour, which is Astroplanetti Speen, and I must check what colour that is in the knits ones. It's online on the blog at the moment, on the website at the moment to buy, as well, and it is all of the yarn requirements are there as well. It's linked to the Stocks ITK. I will be posting extensively about it. It's in Intarsia. I haven't done Intarsia in I don't know how long. Like, I love colour work, but I haven't done Intarsia in ages. So I'll probably have a practice at that, which would be quite good. I might make a video of me not being very good at Intarsia. I'm looking forward to it. It'll be really exciting to do something that I don't normally do. So that's my fold sweater. Casting that on after I've cast the other one off. It was very tempting to cast it on yesterday so that I could take some Instagram photographs, and I was like, no. The other one has to be heading to Glasgow this week anyway, so the Volt has to wait. Very excited about that. And that's what I'm knitting. Planning my Christmas knits at the moment as well. I have an idea for a 5 shawl booklet. Really simple, really straightforward patterns. I think some people have knit my Touch Me shawl, and people love knitting it, and I kind of want to see if that, if people want to knit more garter stitch shawls like that as well, because just something that you can pick up and knit and put back, or knit straight through if you're going for that monogamous effect. So I'm going to be doing some of those over Christmas. I think I have the bases right. Talk about a little bit more about that probably in the next couple of weeks on the blog when I cast it on. I'll be looking for sample knitters maybe in the middle of January for that. I'll tell you more about that later though. But that's what I'm going to be knitting, I think, over Christmas and stuff, hopefully monogamously, although I don't know for sure. So that's what I'm knitting next. And then, new to me yarns I picked up in the last while. No matter how good I think I've been, I've never been that good. Although I haven't bought any yarn I haven't bought any yarn since Harrogate at the end of November. But it is only the middle of December. Anyway, we'll talk about that later, because I want to talk about busting your stash in 2019. Bust that stash! I know, don't. I've been watching a lot of American marketing things, and I'm not sure we're ready for bust that stash with like a whole bunch of flashing things yet. But anyway, we'll talk about that next year. Park that. So yarns I picked up, very exciting. So at Nottingham, I could bought loads and loads of things at every show I go to, particularly at Nottingham. So the first thing I bought was this. This is woolly yarn, obviously from the amazing Kaz, because nobody does hand-dyed awesome big fat yarn like Kaz does. Love it. Don't know what it's going to be. I have I have a hat in it somewhere. I'm looking around to see if I can wear my hat in this a lot because it's so snuggly. I bought in green because it's for me, so I would not knit it up for anybody else. It's either going to be a cowl, a big cowl, because Kaz has a lovely one on her Instagram, and either that or it's going to be possibly leg warmers, depending on if I have enough yarn for it. So I bought it a little friend just in case it does become leg warmers. Why they're linked together to make leg warmers, I don't know, but look, how was I going to resist this really cute yellow ball of yarn, which doesn't match my colouring at all, but if I ever bought yarn to match my colouring, which I'm about to prove just now as I show you these, I could not resist them. I went upstairs to find Kaz at Wola, and I'm going to be I do not know this lovely girl's name. She runs Black Elephant. She is so nice, and I should know her. It's gone out of my head. Look at these bad boys. Oh, they're gorgeous, aren't they? Hold them close so that you can see how much gorgeousness there is. I can't ever resist. Like, there's not a grey, gold, black combination in yarn I can resist. Like, even if I lean back here, you'll see that it kind of goes perfectly with many of the yarns that are not it's not the same, but it goes perfectly well with them. I think that's good. These are going to become an Adrift shawl. So the Adrift that I made in Silkino from Lina 5. I think this will probably become an Adrift, or it'll become one of my own patterns for the new book. When I say new book, I mean new ebook, booklet, small book, not printed, but we'll see. That's what that'll become for January as well. It's that time of year, isn't it? I think everybody's like, yeah, I'll do that next year, I'll worry about that later, I'm just going to get to Christmas and then I'll worry about everything else. So yes, so that's that. Gorgeousness. And then I was really good at Harrogate. What did I buy at Harrogate? It's kind of a funny one. I got all the Volt patterns for the show, or for the site, from Sue, and I took a list of, because I was across from Ching Fibres, so I took a list of colourways that I'd like to order from Ching Fibres for next year. So I did a lot of like big shopping that isn't shopping, if you know what I mean. But for myself, I bought this. This is from Erica, Debonair Yarns. I love Erica. Erica's awesome. Erica, I know you won't be watching this, but I hope your back is okay. And I bought this. It's beautiful. It's called Peacock Fleck. Peacock Fleck. And you can see why I like it. It's got my greens and my golds and my greys and my little bit of cream. So I think this yarn was destined to be me. It's also sparkly, so it's got a little bit of stellina in it. So I bought this. I am going to have to think about how I buy yarn next year, because obviously I do so much knitting for the shop now. I have to stop, but anyway, we'll worry about that later on. Who thinks about that in the run up to Christmas when all you really want is more yarn? Anyway, so that is new yarn, and that is everything that I've been doing, my own personal knitting. So I have a little secret that I can talk about, and I have 2 thank yous. Thank you to everybody who was like, where are you at the end of September, start of October this year? People who messaged me and said, you're very quiet, is everything all right? And I was like, yeah, things are fine, don't worry. So thank you to those people, and also for people who since last Monday have been sending me screen or photographs of their TVs with pictures of me on them, or like kind of slight glances of me. Thank you also to you, to you guys. So for people who don't know, back at the start of this year, I applied to be on Kirsty's Handmade Christmas, the Christmas jumper competition. Some of you will have seen Jess from Ginger Twist last year, and John from Easy Knitter, and 2 of the other girls, I don't know their names, were on it. And so I applied, and after a while I got accepted. So I spent a lot of September of this year knitting the jumper that some of you will have seen because it's on the clips and the trailers, but the episode itself is airing on December 17th at 5 o'clock on Channel 4, so that's next Monday. I have to say I'm limited in what I can say. It was really exciting. It's so much fun. Tune in if you'd like. I have to say the 3 other people who I met, I've never had more fun with people who I've just met at the Jamie, Sylvia and Helen. Just amazing people, but I think we'll be doing a lot of sharing on Instagram and Facebook more towards the end of the week, start next week, about it. They're great people. It was a really cool experience. I don't know what I'm going to be like on TV. I don't know what anyone is going to think of the jumper, but actually, regardless, it was kind of worth it. So that's our news, and it took me 150 hours to knit the jumper. So yeah, that's where I was in late September, early October. Trying to get that finished, and I'm not entirely sure it was as finished as I'd have liked it to be, but anyway, I'll be sharing pictures of the jumpers and walkthroughs, and hopefully this time next week I'll be doing a blog post going, oh, wasn't that fun, instead of, oh my goodness, why did I say I was such a wally. So anyway, that is the big news for this week, is that I'm on Kirsty's Handmade Christmas, the jumper competition next Monday. So yeah, there's that. Oh, I know, it's very exciting actually. It's been strange but really exciting to have that on. It's, yeah, anyway, I'm not going to talk about it anymore because I'll save that for later. You can watch if you'd like. And then, right, so that's that. Next up then, in terms of the shop, I'm setting up my Christmas newsletter tomorrow. I've been planning to send it a little bit earlier, but we're doing some website changes at the moment. You may have noticed. I'll share what they were so that you can see what I spend my money on in the shop when I'm not spending it on yarn. We've had we've been waiting for kind of a good space to test the gift cards, and we're testing those at the moment, and hopefully they'll be ready to be live tomorrow for people to buy. So we've been holding the newsletter to send that out with those in. So it'll have my gift guide, it'll also have our last shipping dates, and it'll have our Christmas close and New Year's closing hours, because we won't be open over Christmas because we're kind of going to be doing our annual stock take and having Christmas off. But we'll be on social media, we'll be around anyway. So that's the newsletter. It's coming tomorrow, so you can sign up if you don't already subscribe to it. You can do that from the website. I'll post a link below as well. And then another thing that is coming, that I'm really excited about, because I think what I'd really like to do next year is I'd like to help people see the products, that even if you can't touch them, at least you get a better idea of what's in them. So we're going to be doing some, I think, book previews or book views rather than reviews. Anything that is on this, like anything that's in the shop, I love. That's it. There's no point in me reviewing them because I'm going to tell you I love them all anyway. And it wouldn't, it just doesn't fit with what it is. But I'm going to start with Milrockery Heeds from Kate Davies is going to be the first one that we do. We're going to do probably, I might record it just after this and then post it maybe this afternoon as well. So it's really exciting. I think it's nice to be able to see a pattern book, you know, to get an idea of the size and the number of pages when you're trying to buy it online. So we're going to try and do that with a lot of the books that I have in stock, and as new books come in, we're going to do that too. So we're going to add that as a piece to the vlog, but isn't a part of the vlog, if that makes sense. Big plans for next year. We're talking about them kind of more towards the start of next year. Some of them are in progress and stuff. Yeah, so that's it. That's what we've been doing in the shop. Monogamous knitting, planning, and spending money on the website. Yeah, I don't know if that's really exciting or not. I'm really looking forward to Christmas. I think everybody must be at this stage. We haven't decorated the house yet. It's just, I don't know why. But we will eventually get that done. I think today we're doing it. But I felt like it's been Christmas in September, so I've been very excited about Christmas since the get-go this year. But yes, so I hope everybody's enjoying the build up to it, that you are either finished your shopping or you have a plan to get all your shopping done if you're doing shopping. If you're not doing shopping, then you are probably the envy of the world, and that you're mostly ready to have family time, as we are here. So I'll be back next week, and then probably going to wind down for Christmas then next week for a while. And then we have big plans for next year, all being planned right now. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me for episode 5. I can't believe we made it to episode 5. Hoping to make it a bit more regular next year, a bit more consistent, but you know what, who knows. Anyway, goodbye for this week, and I will talk to you all again next week, and you might see me on your screens before then if you're watching it. Be kind if you're on Twitter. Oh, the Twitter meanies. Anyway, you know what, it was worth it. All the meanies in the world. And you know what, if there are mean tweets, I'll read them out here on the vlog next week. I do love celebrities. Not that I'm a celebrity. I love celebrities read mean tweets, but I'll take Michelle reads mean tweets. I love mean tweet reading. So yeah, if there are mean tweets, I'll read them out here next week. Oh, anyway, have an amazing week.